beautiful. My name is Jen and I think I've officially lost all of my earrings. So around 2 weeks ago, I went to Comic-Con in Connecticut. Totally and completely not my thing, but I'm always open to new experiences. And sometimes you just gotta make the boyfriend happy, and that's what he's into. We went with another couple and I planned on vlogging it. And then when it actually got the time to vlog it, I felt just very awkward. I mean, the other couple that we were with knew I wanted to start YouTube and I was super into YouTube and they were open to being on camera, but I still felt kind of uncomfortable, like shoving a camera in their face at every moment because they were super into the convention, my boyfriend was super into the convention. I was kind of the only one wishing that I was at IMATS. I still had a really fun time. I didn't end up having like a full-on vlog, talking to the camera, explaining what we were doing. I more so got a lot of like B-roll footage that I would put music over, and I didn't want that footage to go to waste, so I figured I could still use that footage. I talk with my hands a lot. I'm like this much Italian. While on the trip, we did do some shopping. The worst idea ever, well, the best marketing idea ever, was to put a mall in our hotel because we actually stayed in Mohegan Sun and they have a mall. While everyone else went and gambled, I went to the mall. My boyfriend's a gambler, so while he went and did that, I made the worst decision, probably one of the worst decisions of my life, and went into Sephora. And I originally went in for a mask. I wanted like one of their sheet masks because I heard they were really good. And I ended up getting other things, of course. I didn't really go too overboard, but it is Sephora, so I spent more than I wanted to. So I figured I would haul all the things that I got and then show you the footage that I got of the convention, the little bits that I got of the convention. I'm still getting used to looking at the lens rather than looking at myself. I am very narcissistic and I want to look at myself. So anyways, yeah, let's get into what I got and then I will roll the footage a little bit that I got of the convention. Let's just start off with my number one, Sephora. As I said, I made the really bad decision of going in there. I actually went in there twice. The first time I was very proud of myself because I only looked around and I didn't buy anything. The second time did not go that way. As I said, I went in there for a sheet mask. I'm going to save the packaging for this video, but I don't know where it went. I ended up getting 2 masks and I used them both within the first few days that I got them. So the first one I got was the honey sheet mask and I loved that one. It worked really well for me. And then I got the overnight rose mask, which I will definitely be repurchasing, and I want to try all of those masks. So those were the 2 masks that I got, and I really, really liked them. And they were only like $6 or $7, so that wasn't really where the damage was done, but they are really good quality masks and just make your skin feel really awesome. And the overnight ones I had never even heard of, and I think it's really awesome because you just put it on your face, let it set in, you sleep in it, and then wash it off in the morning, and your skin just really feels amazing in the morning and really super hydrated. So I really only picked up 2 more things from Sephora, but I ended up spending close to $50. These 2 things I had been wanting to try for a really long time. I heard so many YouTubers raving about them, but they're expensive in the full size. While I was on the checkout line, I found the 2 samples that I had been wanting to try. And the first is the Smashbox Primer Photo Finish Water. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And I've heard everyone rave about this, and I really wanted to try it. I've been using this for the past couple days. I like it. Do I see like a really big difference? No, maybe I need to start using it more. I mean, I've only used this much. I've had this for about 2 weeks and I think that's pretty good for a travel size that it's only gone down that much. I'm going to stick with the travel size. I'm going to use this up and then see if I want to repurchase it. But I thought I would be able to use it for the 2 weeks before I film this video and have my opinions on it, but I don't really have an opinion on this one yet. Same thing goes with this one. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. And this is the smoothing primer. I also want to try the hydrating one, which they also have in travel size, which will be my next one. I like this a lot. Am I going to splurge for the full size? Not really sure yet. I think I'm going to try the hydrating one first. I will say this is one of the best primers that I've used, but I don't know, some of the issues I still have with my skin, like when my makeup cakes up sometimes, which is not a very attractive look. It still happens with this primer. Maybe I need to let it set a little bit more. Maybe I just need to work with it, or maybe I do need the hydrating one. I don't know, but I'm going to continue to use this up and see how I feel about it then. So one of my mom's best friends from college, who I am super close to, lives around 15 minutes from Mohegan Sun. So I ended up texting her, and me and my boyfriend Zach ended up getting drinks with her and her husband. And she was looking at the bracelet on my wrist, and I forget what these are called. I always forget what they're called. I should have looked it up before I started filming the video, and my computer's right there, so I could technically look it up now, but you guys will probably tell me in the comments. But this is the Dead Sea, and then this is Mount Everest, so it's the highest point of the earth and the lowest point of the earth, and my aunt had bought one for me, and my mom's best friend had never seen it, so I took it off my wrist and I started like showing it to her and playing with it, and it just snaps. And she's like, that was weird. So I kind of just put it away in my bag and was like, you know, no big deal, like there's nothing I can do about it, I can always pick up a new one. And my boyfriend had been wanting to pick up an Alex and Annie bracelet for me. He just never went into the store. I don't know how men's minds work. Like, they could pass a store and go in and get it. Whatever. Maybe he didn't want to pick it up for me. Maybe I forced him. Whatever happened. I now have the bracelet. He picked me up the... Let's use it. Let's focus. This one is the Because I Love You one. I also wear the Path of Life, which is this one. Can you really see him? If you can't really see him, I'm sorry, but I wear the Path of Life as well. It's a little tiny Z, and that's obviously for Zachary. And then as we were paying for the Alex and Annie, he looks up and says, hey, isn't that the bracelet that just broke? And I was like, yeah. He's like, pick one up. So we added that to it, and I literally was without this bracelet for like 10-15 minutes maybe. Went into this really cool store that was like records. It reminded me, it was like records, t-shirts, like a Hot Topic, a Suncoast. I don't know if you guys know what Suncoast is. It used to be in one of my malls. It was just like movies and t-shirts and everything. Nothing has ever described me more. And we walked by it on the first day, and I said by the end of that trip, I'm most likely going to get that. And that's what I got. And I went up and to pay for it, and they were buy one, get one half off. And he refused to have matching butt shirts with me, so those relationship goals failed. I wasn't really expecting to get anything from the convention, but there was this artist. This artist had these two pieces, and they actually ended up being a 2 for whatever deal, so that was awesome. And they were like Pixar crossovers. Gave the other one to my brother. One was Toy Story and Shrek together. So Toy Story was like really small, Shrek was like really big, and they're like shooting something at him, and Shrek's just kind of looking at them like... I just think it's really cool to see the two like movies interacting with each other. The one that I kept was this one. And as you can see, it's Monsters Inc. over here, and then it's the Minions and Despicable Me over here, and it's just, I think it's a really cool piece to have of them interacting with each other, and the fact that this is hand-drawn is just amazing to me.
You're aiming like you the whole time.
I wanted to show everyone your boobs.
You stare me down with those electric eyes. No matter how hard I try, I can't escape that gaze tonight. That girl's up in the atmosphere.
Yes, I just heard it was my
atmosphere. for the way she moves. Baby girl,
Fangirling so hard.
it's
Groot.
and the moon. That girl's up in the atmosphere. Oh, that girl's